Morning. Right, this is take 1, 2, 3 because my memory card that I had in previously is messed up. I was using a micro SD one in the adapter. Recorded this video twice and twice it's now messed up. So I put in a SanDisk 64 gig normal SD card. Hopefully this video will work. Right, so I am Anders the Viking and this is my Wednesday video. No, Saturday video. Recording it on a Wednesday, it's going out on Friday, Saturday. Now, as you've seen from my previous videos, I've started this channel to vlog a little and to do some mini reviews of camera kits, do haul videos and that kind of stuff. Couple of reasons why I'm doing this. Firstly, number one, is I teach interactive media at college. The aim of the course is all about digital technology, how it's evolved and how it's affecting the job market, how new jobs are being made in the digital area, specifically when it comes to photography, graphic design, advertising, all of that stuff. Social media plays a massive, massive role in that, hence the interactivity side of things. Which is why I'm starting to vlog, because it's no good me talking about vlogging and having no idea what it is about when it's kind of where the future generation of creative artists are going to be. So I thought I'm going to learn by doing, and I'm going to start to learn more about vlogging so I can pass my knowledge and information of what I learned on to my students, which do watch this. And yes, hi, I know you're watching this, I know you always watch this, and I know you always try and pause it on humiliating shots of me with my nose and whatever, so carry on. But yeah, so I'm learning as I'm going along. Yep. I'm not a 17-year-old who knows the latest about technology. I'm a 42-year-old, it was my birthday last week, who is trying to learn about how social media is evolving. And that's kind of why I'm doing this vlogging video. The second reason, number two, is my philosophy when it comes to photography is the best kit that you have available is the stuff that you have available to you. So the best camera is the one that's with you. That was coined by a chap called Chase Jarvis, a brilliant photographer who I discovered 10 years ago or so. And that's his philosophy. Best camera is the one that's with you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a DSLR, whether it's your phone, whether it's a Lego camera, whether it's a camera on a sports watch or whatever. Having a camera and being able to record, take photos and record video is the most important part. I agree. And there is a thing within photography in the industry, there's a saying called all gear, no idea. And it's when people go out and spend thousands and thousands of pounds on kit and have no idea how to use it and never take their camera off auto. And fair enough, there is a place for people like that. If you've got loads of money, you want to go and buy the most expensive kit, fair play to you. I've never had a huge amount of money. I've always shot on a budget. All of my photo shoots that you've seen over the years have been done with the cheapest possible stuff. The exception of my camera, I've always tried to have a really good DSLR camera, but I've done photo shoots with cheaper cameras as well. It's just the way that it is. I like to have the best camera available to me for professional, fashion photo shoots. However, when it comes to stuff like lighting kits, props, accessories and things like that, I try to shoot as cheap as possible. I like to keep my kit bag light as possible and buy as cheap as I can, because it is about the best. The best camera is the one that's with you, and if you've got whatever accessories you've got for it, it doesn't really matter as long as you know how to use them. As long as you're using them, that's the best part about it. So today's video is going to be titled something like "Vlogging on a Budget, Poundland Specials." I went out at the weekend and had a bit of a disaster. Our fridge decided to break. Our Hoover decided to break. It all went chaotic. But I did pop out to my local pound shop and spent £5 on some stuff that anybody can pick up from their local Poundland. I lie, I spent £6.50, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, and also, if you've noticed, the living room, probably not, we moved around. TV, which is there, used to have our settee there, and settee, which is now there, used to have our TV there. We've had the same living room configuration for 15 years, and thought we'd try something new. So, and it kind of works, I like it. Anyway, back to the stuff. So I spent £5 on camera kit and another £1.50 on some other stuff. So this is the stuff that I bought from Poundland, and you can go to yours. There is a selfie clip. There is a mini tripod phone stand. There is a power bank. There is a mini tablet stand, rainbows, and there is a selfie stick. I also picked up at my local one, they were selling off some of their ex-Christmas stock for 25p. Just little cheapo clip frames, 2-bit pack, little non-glass clip frames, 6x4 print ones, and 2 little Happy Times photo frame kits. I'll do a project with them at some point. My daughter loves these kind of things anyway, because she can stick photos of her mates in and things like that. So all of those cost £1.50, which should have been £1 each. So that's a big saving. So check out your local Poundland as well to see if they have anything in the reduced section. They've got all sorts of stuff at the moment, from that to we've bought some door stops and some microwave trivets. Lots of weird and wonderful things. Anyway, today I am using my Manfrotto Pixie tripod, which I reviewed before. Really enjoying this one at the moment. It's a nice tripod for this kind of stuff. So we're going to unbox all the stuff. Firstly, we're going to go with this. This is the stand to attention phone and tablet stand with a beautiful rainbow on it. I like rainbows, don't judge. They've got all the generic ones as well. I just quite like this one. So we'll open this and see what it's like. Phone stands and tablet stands are always useful just because they are. It's better to have them on a surface. So if you want to do vlogging in a kitchen, you can just put it onto it and that kind of stuff. And good for like when I'm sitting in bed or something like that. So it fits together, literally. It's 2 pieces of, I think it's card or very light MDF wood. Feels more cardboardy to me. So 2 pieces like that. There's a little H and a little rainbow. So they basically slot together like so. They don't exactly hold together particularly well. So that's not a great start. It's kind of wobbling. What I do like is that it's got a little dimple there, cut out, so that if you've got a phone that charges from underneath, you can charge at the same time. I suppose that's useful, but it's not exactly sturdy. I don't think it'd hold much. I very much doubt it would hold an actual tablet, but we'll try it. So we've got my phone here, and we'll stick it on and see if it works. So I suppose the weight of the phone will add bulk to it and make it a little bit more stable, and yeah, it does. But even so, it works. I mean, it's a pound. It's not, you know, the most expensive thing. It's a pound. Right, I'll grab my tablet. So currently I have a Tesco Huddle 2 tablet, which I've been using for video editing and stuff. It's lasted me a few years. It's got the built-in keyboard Bluetooth case. 8.3 inch screen. It's getting a bit dated. I find limitations with it. There's no OTG support on the Go support, so you can't plug in external USB devices, and it only recognises up to a 32 gig memory card, which is an issue. But as a tablet, it's lasted me a while, and it's good for like YouTube and stuff. So I'll pop that onto there. Again, it's all right, and the weight of it does add to the sturdiness of it. It's not too bad. So for a pound, yeah, it's alright. It's a couple of pieces of wood, cardboard, whatever. It does the job. It's not the most fancy thing. I wouldn't, to be fair, if you're in a bind and you've got nothing else, yeah, it's alright. But because it doesn't hold together properly like that, you know, there's risk of it falling off. So that is tool number 1. Also, I've been asked a couple of questions from people on Facebook and mates and stuff like that about the videos and things. One of them said to me, "Andy, why do you never look straight at the camera? And you always look away." It's just a thing, I don't know. I've never really been able to look, you know, the whole thing about body language, you're supposed to look people in the eyes all the time. I don't. I find eyes awkward and weird. So that's why, and I kind of flounder about a bit, but I'm trying to look at the camera a little bit more to engage with my viewers. Also, I've been said about, I speak too fast. Yes, I do. So I'm going to try and slow down when I'm talking a little bit more. We'll see how that goes on. And Wednesday videos, when I record them now to go out to the weekend, I'm doing Q&As. So if you have questions to ask me, please comment below or send me a message on Facebook or Insta or wherever with a question that you want answered in the video. I will happily answer it. It can be something vlogging related, photography related, teaching related within reason, because obviously confidentiality, safeguarding, I can't talk about students, things like that. So don't ask me stuff about that. Anything else, ask me questions about. Also, don't ask me stuff about family life and things like that. Too personal. I'm not going to go there. But yeah, please ask me things and I will answer. Also, if people want box opening reviews and things like that, then yeah, send stuff to me. I'll have a review. Moving on. So the next thing from Poundland is widen your horizons. Selfie clip. So you've all probably seen these. It's cheap plastic optics. They clip onto your phone. It produces a wider angle lens. They are pretty much just like cheap fisheye lenses, wide angle lenses. I've had a few of these before now, and they're quite fun to use. So we'll open it. Throw the box away. Comes with a bit of plastic. Comes with a little pouch. Oh, that's cute. And it comes with. Let's see. So we've got the clip. We've got a little lens cover and we've got a little pouch for it. That is pretty good for the cost. So it's a super wide 0.4 times lens, which literally just screws on like that. So you can actually take the whole thing off. And it literally just is a little mini optic. Ta-da. And then it just clips on to a little thing like that, and you will just clip this onto your phone. I've had different ones like this before. Some of them are suction cup ones, some of them are clips like this. They all work to a degree, and what they're supposed to do is make it wider for you, especially like for a front-facing camera and for rear ones as well. So I'm going to clip it onto my phone and clip it onto one of the rear cameras first. Now you may notice my phone, which is the LG G5, has two lenses on the back. It has a ultra-wide equivalent of like a 130 degree lens, so it's kind of like a GoPro fisheye lens, which 8 megapixel and a 16 megapixel standard lens. It's a brilliant camera. Battery life is terrible on this phone, which is why you always see me with a little battery clip on it, but for cameras it's amazing. It shoots in RAW, so you can edit in Snapseed and stuff as well, and the image quality is really, really good. So firstly we will clip it on to one of them. Trouble is, I do not know which of the lenses it's attached to. Okay, so I've got my camera up and it clips on quite nicely like this. Covers the lens alright. Yeah, it's not bad. So if I flip it round now, you should be able to see me. So there is my camera at the moment. That's it with the lens on. So this is on the standard lens at the moment on. I apologise for the lens flare, shooting in daylight. Let's see if that improves it somewhat. Maybe this will work a bit better. No. Okay. But you can kind of see it. So that's it with the on my standard lens. And that's it without. So it does instantly add a wide angle to it, which is not bad. And then on my secondary lens, if I clip it over here, and then on my camera settings, do that, creates an ultra wide fisheye. Wow. Okay. So that is really, really wide. And looking at it from my point of view, I'll take a picture of it. That does create a massive, massive wide angle to it. There's a lot of fringing on it and stuff like that, but that's not bad at all. If I switch back, I know you can't see this bit, if I switch back to my standard lens, and again, yeah, there's a lot of blurring around the edges, but that's not bad, to be fair. That's pretty good. It does make it wider. So on this camera, I've already got the ultra wide lens anyway, it doesn't need it. But if you've just got a standard camera and you want it to wider on the back, you can do. So now we'll try it on the selfie camera on front. So clip it on. And that and there. Again, you can't see particularly well because of a reflection, but again, it does make it wider angle. Looking at it, it's very blurry. Oh god, no, it's not too bad. So yeah, you can't really see particularly well, but it's nice sharp optics. There's a nice like sort of blurriness to it around the edges, almost like if you've ever used a lens baby. It's kind of surreal. So for a quid for this, with the little cap and with the little baggie, the clip's nice and solid. It's got a little pad on the underside there. No, not going to focus. There you go. So it won't scratch your screen or anything like that. For £1, for a selfie stick with a little pouch, that is actually really, really good. If you want to go with your standard camera, like your lens on your phone, and make it wider, that is really good. So I would recommend the, where's the box? I'll do it away. Widen your horizon selfie clip from Poundland is pretty awesome. For a quid, definitely pick one up. It gives you a wide out frame. Really good if you want to do landscape photography and stuff as well, and good for a selfie thing, so you don't have to hold your phone as far away like this, which is what they're designed for. So that's really good. Next up, we have the Rocksteady tripod phone stand. Comes in a long thing, and it is literally disappointing. I thought this would have a little clip for it as well, and it doesn't. Right, I'm going to pause this video for a second because it's coming up with a temper indicator on my phone. So I'm just going to pause and I'll be back to you in a second. Okay, and we're back. Right, so this is the Rocksteady stand. I thought it would come with a little selfie clip with it, it seems to indicate it on the box, but there's a holder, and there isn't. It is literally a tabletop tripod. Comes with a little screw thing to adjust it and pivot. So this is kind of similar to what I'm using at the moment, the Pixie thing. It does have extendable legs, and it is adjustable pitch there, so you can go 90 degrees on that. Build quality on there, that is all melted, which I'm not impressed about. It feels shoddy, plasticky and garbage. The legs don't feel steady on it at all. If I put it on like that, put some weight on it, look, bending everywhere, that wouldn't take the weight of a compact camera, maybe not a phone as well. So there, Rocksteady tripod phone stand is trash. If you're desperate and really need a mini tripod, fine, but bear in mind that this doesn't actually come with a clip to attach to your phone, so you've got to buy one of those separately. So sadly, Rocksteady, no, not very steady, not great. So I would not recommend one of these. Maybe it'd be alright for a little GoPro or something like that, maybe, but it's so flimsy and plasticky. The hinges are plastic on it, you can feel it kind of giving way. I think that screw thread would break on it, and again, build quality is pretty dire. So Poundland, sorry, you suck for that one. Finally, not finally, we've got two more. So we have their power bank. This is a 1200 mAh power bank, which would at full charge give about half a charge on a standard phone. Most phones are over 2000 mAh capacity, so this would kind of charge up half of it. My phone with the power bank on it has a grand total of 3600, so it would do a third of a charge for it. However, I've seen some other reviews on line before of these power banks. Some of them are not 1200 mAh from other shops, but the Poundland ones are. It comes with a little cable, tiny one, and it has a micro USB adapter for it. So if you're using something like USB-C or an iPhone, you'd need a separate cable for it, obviously. I do have some micro micro USB products, which I use quite a lot. My main phone is USB-C, but it does come with a little thing so you can plug any cable into it as well. But you do also need this to charge from a standard USB port. It's okay in a binding. Again, most phones it would do half a charge, so if you're really desperate and you're running out of battery, it would charge your phone up at half. If you're using something like a GoPro or action cam, that should do about 2 times the charge for it, which is quite decent. I went with the blue one just because I quite like blue and it matched the blue with yet. But yeah, so they're not bad. Like I say, they will charge up a phone fully charged for about half. They do more power banks, and they do a 2000 one for about £2, and they do, I think, another one for about £5 as well. Power banks I use, which I got off eBay, no, Amazon, for doing an Amazon review. I have this one. It's a heavy duty one. It's about the size of my phone. It is heavyweight. It's got a little display on it. 2 outputs, a 1 amp and a 2 amp output on it. That is a 10,000 mAh thing. They're about £10, I think, on Amazon. That will charge your phone up 4 times easily, and they're really, really good. But if you're in a bind, the pound shop ones for £1 are actually quite decent. They're little mini power banks. Okay, so yeah, for stuff from Poundland, that I would recommend if you're in a bind. They do come pretty much fully charged as well, which is a bonus. Okay, and the final thing that I have to review today is this, which is one of their selfie sticks. This is their new line. I bought this a couple of weeks ago just to try. It's garbage. For a start, it's discoloured here already. It's that was when I bought it clean white. Go on, focus. No. And it's now kind of like a grungy yellowy colour. It extends out to, about alright, I'm back again. Finding a limitation with my Alpha 5000. It likes to overheat, and stopped recording, turned itself off and said it was too hot. So I think that's why I'm going to have to keep these videos short and only do 10-minute clips on them. Back to the video, and this is the final thing that I was reviewing anyway, which is one of the Poundland selfie sticks. It extends out to about 60 centimetres, 2 foot, 24 inches. It's cheap, it's plastic, like I say, it's discoloured there. It does fold down nice and compact, and I will give it that, it does fold down quite tiny. It has the little cable on it for manual shutter release on certain phones. Mine it does, and it just connects to the headphone jack on the phone and lets you trigger the shutter on it, just for photography for it. But it's not a great piece of kit, I will be honest. It's plasticky, it's cheap. Well, I'm trying to clip my phone into it at the moment, and as it does, it's just lifted up a piece of plastic. There, the clip at the bottom. Yeah, it barely wants to stretch on my phone. It works. So it extends out, but it's extremely flimsy. The mount here is plastic, and I think that could potentially, well, look, it just bends so easily, like so. They did used to do some really nice selfie sticks, which were a metal frame, metal holder there. It was long, extended out much longer to about sort of 3 foot, and the clip on the top was like the traditional selfie clips. This one that they brought out now is not great. I mean, it's bending like that already. You can see it's bent out of shape, and that's just from a little tiny bit of use. Yes, it's compact. Yes, it's got the shutter thing on it for the button there, but with the discoloration on there, the short distance for it, it is lightweight, but again, get what you pay for. So, finishing up this video, so we bought 5 things from Poundland, and I would recommend 2 of them. Just put my phone down for a second. So we bought, in summary, let's go back to it. Let's get all the boxes. Hope my phone doesn't overheat again. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Alright, so to summarise, we spent a £5. on different kit, and we had a rock steady tripod phone stand. Is garbage, don't buy, so nope, I'll keep it just in case. Widen your horizons selfie clip, little lens, refresh it out of the baggie again, is really good. I would recommend that for £1. Comes with little bags, nice wide angle lens and so on. The 1200 mAh power bank, again, will only charge a phone up to about 50%, but they're good in a bind. They're low ampage, I think they're only 1 amp one. They're not bad. For £1, definitely recommend. The phone tablet and stand, yeah, it's rainbowy, yeah, it's cute, it's pretty, but again, it's flimsy, it's made of cardboard, not really brilliant. But if you see one, pick one up, it's cute. It's more for the aesthetic, isn't it, let's face it. And their selfie stick is trash, don't buy it. So all in all, yeah, interesting. So we spent £5 and we've got £2 worth of usable stuff, which isn't amazing, but it's not terrible as well. And again, we've spent £5. I mean, like I say, the little tripod, a gust of wind would blow that over with anything, any kind of weight, and it's not great. But the selfie stick and the power bank are good. And again, we did get the little clip frames and we got the frame kits as well. So that's all for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been useful. Every time I pop out to little different pound shops and bargain places from now on, I'm going to pick up little things like this and we'll do quick mini reviews of them so you can have a look. I have got another selfie stick tripod mount that I bought from Pound Stretcher. I'm going to record that video after this one and then that'll go out live onto YouTube later this week as well. Updated news on hauls. The camera that we bought last week, the Canon one, which cost £5, the lens has now been traded in at CEX. I got £50 credit for it, and I bought myself a Sony lens for vlogging with, so to do another review of that. Also, my daughter got the Chromebook, as you saw last week, and we also, I've ordered myself a new tablet, which I'm going to review separately, which is a Sony Xperia Z2, which is hopefully coming today also, because my Huddle one is starting to get too slow. For the hauls that we had, we bought all of those Blu-rays. The price of them has dropped so low now on them for trading credits. They've dropped in, they will only buy, we bought them for £3 each, they will only buy them now for credit at £6 to £7 and for cash at £3 to £4. So you wouldn't even be making a profit on cash in them if you were to do that. Again, I never buy stuff to make a profit on it for cash. I always invest it in new kit and things like that to do these kind of videos, because I don't want to make a profit on it. I don't see the point in that, and it kind of defeats why I'm doing this as well. So yeah, they've kind of dropped in price now, so we were lucky when we were, but if we carried on we would have actually made a loss on them. So it's one of those things, it was right place, right time. And again, with the Canon camera that I bought last week with the £5 with the lens, right place, right time, and again that's been traded in and I'm getting something back out of it as well. And that's the point of these videos, is, you know, how you can buy stuff on a budget for using for your own, you know, creative careers or just as a hobby. So that's it. This has been a longish video. I think it's going to be about 30 minutes long. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've stayed all the way to the end. Again, I'm looking at the camera, as I've been told to. If you do enjoy this video and want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, share it on Facebook, tell your friends. Hi students, yes, you're going to be here again. But thanks for watching. And again, if you have any questions, oh, sun's come out so bright. If you have any questions for me, please comment below. I'll try again every Wednesday. I'm going to do a Q&A thing. If this channel starts to build and grow, I may even start to do little mini live streams as well. And those of you who know through Facebook know I love live streams, especially IKEA ones, which me and my daughter are going to tonight. So if you're on Facebook, watch this live stream. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do all things, and I'll see you in the next video.